Hi everybody, Sean Weiss from R.R. Donnelly. Today we're going to be discussing how to order the materials for your Hope Lodge mailers. As part of this training, there are some specific other trainings that are available on the website. If you go to our message board and click on the training videos tab, you'll see that there's several videos that you can watch in here. Most pertinent to this training will be how to save your order in Society Mart and how to place an order for a kit. Both of these trainings take about 10 minutes to go through, and we'll show you all the steps that you need to do to save an order or to order a kit. So, again, watch those before watching this one. But let's get in and we'll actually look at customizing some of the materials. The first thing that you'll see is the Hope Lodge newsletter items will be the category on the left side of the screen to order the materials. If you want to order one-off materials, meaning you want just envelopes or just the remit envelopes or just the newsletter, then click on any one of the items where it says Customize Add to Cart, and you'll be able to order those items. If you want to order all three items because you're going to be doing a mailing and R.R. Donnelly is going to be putting it into the mailing stream for you, then you're going to want to order this Hope Lodge mailer. Again, to order any of these items, what you need to do is click on the Customize Add to Cart button, and that will get you into the template. So let's look at the Hope Lodge mailer. Click on Customize Add to Cart. On this screen, you're just going to hit the Next button on the right-hand side. There are no optional items for doing mailings, so all the items that you need to order for a mailing will be here already set to go. Click on the Next button. You have three items that need to be customized in order to move forward. Customize each one of the items that you need for this kit. So you've got an envelope. You're going to put in a return address. And I am just going to skip through it on here. But, put in your return address. Proof on screen at any time by clicking on the proof button. You can see what's happening there. Oh, and you'll also want to select your program name. That will put in the logo on the envelope. Click on the Next button when you've customized your piece. You'll have a View PDF Proof button on the screen. You'll want to click on that, and that will bring up a proof. If you want to save that proof, of course, you can do that by clicking on the Save button. And then once you're sure that the item's ready, hit the Continue button. You'll see here on the screen that when you do customize something, that a Specification Exists tab, little green check mark will come in there, or if it's not a customized, it'll have a little blue circle with a question mark. Again, we're going to want to customize the number 9 envelope. The number 10 envelope has got your return address on it. The the remit envelope is going to have the address where you send donations. So I don't know if it's going to be the same address as you put on the number 10 envelope. It could be, but you'll want to make sure that this envelope, that the address is going to be where it needs to go. This is going to print as the to address on all these envelopes, so that when your people put donations in the envelopes, they can just seal it, put a stamp on it, and send it off to you. So again, we've got to put in some address information here. And we'll just do that. Next button is going to bring up a low resolution proof. And hitting the View PDF Proof button will bring up the high resolution proof. And that'll show both sides. It'll show you, the different information, where to visit, so on. So make sure that all this information is correct. Click Continue. And then finally, the final piece to doing these mailings, the Hope Lodge newsletter. And we'll just get in there now. Everything that you're going to work on these is going to be left to right, top to bottom. So the first thing is you can choose a corner image that goes here. So you can choose your Hope Lodge image, which we should all have a picture of every Hope Lodge, or you can upload a picture in there as well. Please note that all your images need to be sized to the correct size. If they don't, they will automatically center and crop, meaning that if you upload a picture that's a little bit bigger than the specs here, it's going to cut out a window of whatever size the upload is, and it's going to center it on the picture, and it's going to cut off everything else. Make sure to select your Hope Lodge name and the season that we're going to be doing this. So this is going to be winter 2014. Again, hitting on any of the red proof buttons on screen will update, so you can see that now the Jolie Griffin Hope Lodge, and there's a picture of a Hope Lodge in there. Want to fill out any contact names that you're going to have in here. So if you're, if you've got the director of the Hope Lodge, or the front desk attendant, or the manager, whoever needs to be on there, you can put that in there, and then you can put in an email address as well. Do that for however many. You can put in up to 3 names with titles and email addresses. Again, when you hit proof, those will start to appear on the left side of the screen. If you want to include information about upcoming events, you can do that by putting in, the month and the date and what the event is. If this is a potluck. If you don't want to include that, you can just uncheck that. And again, that information will appear on the left side of the screen here, going from top to bottom. You can put in some website information. I'm just, like I say, we're going to put in some info there, but if you can put in up to 3 websites. So, a great opportunity for if you have a Hope Lodge website, and then maybe a division website, or a national cancer.org website, you can put all those on there. Now we get into the actual areas of customization. What I'm going to recommend to everybody is that you have your stories put together for the newsletter before you get in and start customizing the actual piece. So what I mean by that is, if you've got some kind of cover story that needs to go on there, type it out in Word, spell check it, edit it, make sure it's all correct, and then just copy and paste that story into the areas. Now you are limited to the amount of characters, 3,500 characters on the front page, and each one of these will have a character count. So, okay, I'm going to dump in just some text that I have here, and then again, we can proof that information on screen just to see how it's going to lay out. In this situation, I have chosen I'm going to choose cover story with no image. If you want to do an image, again, you can. If you look at the thumbnails on here, you'll see that we have an option for a vertical image, and an option for a more horizontal image, and an option for no image. So if you've got some kind of story that you want to put in there, you can definitely put that in there. Just please make sure to review your text and make sure that everything looks correct before moving forward. Let's move to the next screen. Again, you're going to have options for page 2, where you can select half pages or full pages. Again, with a vertical image, with a horizontal image, and with no image. I'll just select that with no image at this point in time. We'll put some text in there. Or actually, I selected a half image there. In this case, let's look at that. I can actually go back and do a full page story with no image. And again, we'll just get some text in there. And again, I can preview that text, see what it's going to look like. If I want to add an image at this point, yeah, I could choose the template over here, and we could put an image in there. But whatever you want to do to get it to look, the newsletter, the way that you want it to look. Page 3 is going to be a collection of either half-page stories with images like we did before. And again, the images were maybe a little bit different size, so you want to make sure that the images are the correct size to fit in there, or you're going to deal with them cropping. And then, again, fill out your story. You can also, when you do this, have a bottom half of just a plain paragraph, and then a paragraph off to the right with like a listing of information. Or you can add some images across the bottom, doing this kind of this image layout that we have here. These are the different image areas that are available. So if you want to do kind of a photo collage, you can do that as well. Again, I am just going to put some information in with the limited time we have for this training. I just want to get through. Page 4, you're going to have national story, or you can add a story in there. The national story has been loaded in there for this season. So I'm just going to click the national story and move forward. Okay, here we can see the layout of the image, and then of course with the View PDF Proof button, we're going to be able to look at the proof and review it before we allow it to be sent to the player. At this point, after you've reviewed your proof to make sure that it's all correct, hit the continue button. If you're customizing this at this point, that's when I would go in and save the order. Again, I would want to review the newsletter very, very carefully before ever allowing the order to be sent to R.R. Donnelley. So you go ahead, after following the training you saw on the how to save your order, go ahead and save your order and then have it reviewed and then get ready for final submission. We'll talk about the mailing in the next training.